What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, this is the story that broke late last night and is making shockwaves throughout the NBA and sports world. And that is that Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka has been suspended by the team for an entire season for violating team policy. In particular, Udoka had an intimate and inappropriate relationship with a female staffer for the Celtics. Both of them apparently were married, but the relationship was consensual. So this isn't an issue of criminality or, someone being forced into something they didn't want to do or abuse, but, you know, it still was inappropriate. Both parties were married. Um, she has been fired. This is probably going to destroy her marriage. With Mayor Doka, this is probably going to hurt his marriage, maybe even lead to the termination of their marriage. So this is a sad situation. I do want to point something out. Someone on social media leaked this information. Someone from a burner account at around 10:30 last night leaked this information on social media. About an hour and a half before, Adrian Wojnarowski and Sham Charania and all these other individuals officially leaked the story. So there's somebody out there that has intimate knowledge of either the Boston Celtics or NBA gossip and pushed this out there. This same burner account has talked about other stories, never responds to comments, but has put information out there in regards to trade rumors and salary cap situations. And this person has a detailed knowledge of the NBA, whoever it is. That's why I say that I don't think there's just a coincidence that Robert Sarver, yesterday, the report came out that he's forced to trade the team, sell the team, the Phoenix Suns, and of course the Phoenix Mercury. And then this breaks 12 hours later. I don't think it's a coincidence. Now let me say this. I could get on here and say that, as a black man of Mayor Doka, you got to live up to a higher standard. We have to be perfect and blah, 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 blah. I could say that. But that's not what I'm feeling right now. I have to be honest with you. What they do was stupid, yeah. But I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the men on social media who are trying to lecture Ime Udoka have probably cheated on their spouses or their wives. Anybody that gets on here and is trying to lecture this man, you've probably cheated on your wife, either physically or in your heart. Every man has done that, as well as every woman. Either physically you cheated on your spouse or you've done it in your heart. You've lusted in your heart for another person. Period. I don't know anybody who hasn't. All these saints and nuns and all these fucking cardinal bishops and all these reverends and all these goddamn, all these popes and Father Benjamins running around, want to wag their finger at Ime Udoka. Kiss my ass. Yes, he was wrong. But you motherfuckers ain't got nothing to say about when I talk about, Brett Favre stealing hundreds of millions of dollars from needy people. Oh, well, that's a shame. Well, that's how I feel about this. That's a shame. I'm not going to talk about this shit every day. Let's just another update. Hey, he got suspended for a fucking year. I don't see people crying about that suspension except for some of us. Think about this. Robert Sarver had an 18-year history of mistreating employees, misogyny, racism. He got a year. Now, of course, this is the NBA versus Boston. Udoka, who led a renaissance of this team to go back to the NBA Finals, a year? I'm not even going to argue with the suspension. Hey, a year? Okay. And this is the thing. If Boston, whoever the interim coach is, if Boston goes to the NBA Finals again and win without Ime Udoka, that could be his career. Why rehire him? Why bring him back? Unless the players speak out, and hey, this is our coach. You did a great job, Buzz Badunkin, whoever I don't know what the new coach would be, interim coach, but you know it could be the end of his career. There's a lot of things about this case that I don't like. This situation, not case. This isn't a criminal case. There's a lot of things about this situation I don't like. One of the things that I'm starting to really get irritated by is certain people's personal lives are sacred. And yeah, I'm talking about Tom Brady. His personal life is sacred. When I make a video talking about, hey, that's his personal life, man. We don't need to worry about that. You just worry about what he does on the field. But people don't keep their same energy for this. People didn't keep the same energy for Tiger Woods. When you talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, yeah, it's wrong, but that's his personal life. Yeah, it's wrong you cheat on Maria Shriver, but I mean, hey, he's the governor. Fuck people, man. You pick and choose what you want to be outraged by. I'm already seeing people talking about this, and they're going to probably talk about this for the next couple of days. And I say to them, what makes this more egregious than what Brett Favre did? So at that point, I don't give a fuck about what people think in the mainstream media, because you guys lost all credibility with me. All credibility. If you think this is worse than what Brett Favre did, just some idiot said, well, I mean, Brett Favre's not even irrelevant. I mean, he's not relevant anymore. He hasn't played in 10 years. Okay, motherfucker. Let Michael Jordan do the same shit and see if that, he hasn't played in 20 years shit fly with you all. Kiss my ass. So, look, man, I'm like this. You know, honestly, I don't really give a fuck. Honestly, I don't. I don't care that he did this. It's wrong. It is. It's wrong. And it is part of me is like this. 50, 60 years ago, people like Ime Udoka would have wound up with hot lead up his ass, because we had a certain moral code in our community. And shout out to the brother Elder, because I know where he's coming from with that. Now, we have gotten to a point in our society where marriage doesn't seem to matter anymore. People treat marriage like boyfriend and girlfriend. And that's why, you know, me personally, if I ever do get married, I'm going to vet your ass like people vet presidential candidates. I'm going to vet your ass like people should have vetted Sarah Palin. You see what I'm saying? I look at marriage a totally different thing than boyfriend and girlfriend. And people treat marriage like it doesn't mean anything anymore. So yeah. I just have a problem with the looseness of people today. I do. I know I get on here and talk about sex and shit like that, but at the end of the day, man, I have a conservative bend to me, and I don't condone what Ime Udoka did. Period. I don't condone that. It's not a good look. That's why so many people I know are miserable. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Look, I don't understand why people get married and you haven't gotten that shit out of your system. I don't understand that. Maybe sometimes people today are more immature than people in the past. But usually, you know what I'm saying, look, and it's not for everybody. If you're a type person, you enjoy being a bachelor, you like having sex, don't get married. At least for the time being. That's my philosophy. I enjoy being a bachelor. But why be in a position where you get married and you do these types of things? And then when you're a Mayadoka, you're in a corporate setting like that. Why do that? So, like I said, I'm kind of conflicted, man. Like, on the one end, I'm looking at Mayadoka like, what the fuck are you doing? But then on the other end, I'm like, I don't want to go on him too hard because of the fact that people want to pick and choose when they want to be outraged. So that's how I feel about this right now, man. I'm kind of like in a conflicted spot with this. But tell me what you guys think.